Good day, class. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm on the Bex educational consultant. Thank you so much for watching my video, sharing my video, and giving my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate more. I will appreciate more if you share this video to everybody around you, more especially to all your friends. In today's video, we are going to look into syllabus in Jamb 2025, the questions in Jamb syllabus 2025. Let's take physics. Physics Jamb syllabus. So now this is physics Jamb syllabus. The first one we're going to talk about is its measurements and the units. So now how are you going to see question on measurements in Jamb during your exam? First of all, I told you about fundamental quantities and the life quantity. So Jamb are going to ask you one of these is not a fundamental quantity. Do you understand? Remember I told you that we have major fundamental quantity and minor fundamental quantity. So the major one are the length, mass, and time, while the minor one are the temperature, amount of substance, electric current, and intensity. So I'm going to write it here and also show you their units. So because Jamb will tell you, one Jamb will ask you, one of these is an SI unit of fundamental quantity or the international agreed SI unit. You understand? So now look at the board. This is how the question will be. Let me group it so that you can be able to write it out in your paper and memorize it. You're going to take Jamb syllabus one after the other. One after the word order. Now let's go. Fundamental quantity. Now we have the major one and the minor one. Here is the major. Here is the minor. The major one, number one of the major one is what? Mass. Jamb will ask you this question. Number two is what? Rent. Jamb will ask you this question. Number three is what? Time. Jamb will ask you this question. Number one of the minor are temperature. Number two, electric currents. Number three, amount of substance. Number four, intensity. So now look at the board. Look at the board. These are the fundamental quantities. These are the fundamental quantities. So how Jamb will ask you, one of these is not a fundamental quantity. So these are the major fundamental quantity. They can mix up this and this and use a derived quantity to ask question. So that one that is not inclusive here is a derived question. Just know that these are the fundamental quantity. So Jamb will ask you, one of these is not a fundamental quantity. A, mass. B, length. C, temperature. D, acceleration. So the answer is acceleration. I have told you these are the major fundamental quantity, while these are the minor fundamental quantity. The major one is mass, rent, time. Then the minor ones are, the major one are mass, length, and time. Then the minor one are temperature, electric current, amount of substance, and intensity. So know this one and know peace. Then we ask you this question. Then we ask you this question. Then we ask you this question. 2025. Then we ask you this question. Know it and know peace. Let's go to the unit. Let's go to the unit. So then we ask you, one of these is a fundamental quantity. Just know them. That's how I ask question. One of these is a fundamental quantity, or one of these is not a fundamental quantity. Either they ask you in positive dilation or in negative dilation. Jam question can go in for science 6 in positive or in negative. You understand? They can ask you one of these is among the fundamental quantities. So you check it, check this one, check the major, and check the minor. But they say one of these is not. Once you know this, others are not fundamental quantity. So fundamental quantity, we have major and minor fundamental quantity. Fundamental, the major is mass, length, and time. Minor is temperature, electric current, amount of substance, intensity. So copy it out and know it and know peace. Let's go to their units. Let's go to their units so that you know them. So these are the fundamental quantity. Major one are mass, length, time. Minor one are temperature, electrical length, amount of substance, intensity. So let's go to their units. Let's go to their units. So now their unit now. Mass is measured in kilogram. Then we ask you this question. Kilogram. Then length is measured in what? Meter. Time is measured in seconds. Then we ask you, dash is a international agree SI unit. They are kilogram, meter, seconds. Or they can use, you can also see, they can put it in gram per meter per centimeter second. You can see that this. You understand? But the acceptable one is kilogram meter per second, meter seconds. Kilogram meter seconds. So then we ask you, the international agreed SI unit is dash. So the answer is kilogram meter seconds. They will ask you, one of these is a fundamental quantity. You know them, you know them. They might ask you, one of these is not a fundamental quantity. You know them, so you know them, you choose the answer. So we come to temperature. Temperature is measured in Kelvin. Then electric current is measured in ampere. Amount of substance is measured in mole. Intensity is measured in candela. So now know it and know peace. Know it and know peace. So jam question goes like, one of these is not a fundamental quantity. So you have know the major and know the minor. They can group them together. You understand? You choose it. The major, I have listed it out. Copy it and know them and memorize them. The minor, I have listed them out. Now they might ask you the SI unit, the international agreed SI unit is dash kilogram meter seconds. Kilogram meter seconds. Or if you didn't see them, you look at gram centimeter seconds. Do you understand? Or they might use this one. They might use this minor one to do it. Kelvin, ampere, mole, candela. So these are the fundamental units. These are the fundamental units. Remember, I told you initially that fundamental quantity is the foundation of a house. They are the foundation of a house. They are the basic quantity that other quantity depends on for their definition. It simply means that this fundamental quantity, they don't have formula. on their own. Other people are using them to back up. Example, you can't get a formula for mass. There's no formula for length, no formula for time. Ladder, I said it ladder, you can say from the life quantity, you can say that the life quantity, the velocity is equals to displacement over time. Are you seeing that the velocity cannot stand without time? Do you understand? So that's what we mean by fundamental quantity. Fundamental quantity are the one that can stand on their own. They are called independent quantity. They didn't depend on anything. They stand on their own without any formula. So know this and know peace. Know this and know peace. Know this and know peace. Then we ask you this question. Then we ask you this question. Thanks for watching.